What's good, everyone? Alex Trataros here with another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. And with me is always my buddy, my coach, my pal, the man with a plan, the one and only, John Meleka, the guy who can sit next to me, talk to me, converse with me, enjoy, or not really enjoy, but be in this sorrow, this misery, this anger, disappointment, frustration, all of the above. Because not only, we know this is a Jets episode, not only did the New York Jets have to hurt us yesterday, but the New York Knicks, before the New York Jets, also had to hurt us yesterday.
Stink.
So if you are a Jets fan and a Knicks fan, and you should, because why else would you be listening to this podcast? Then you probably were close to drinking a gallon of battery acid and going to the Brooklyn Bridge and jumping off.
Because NYCFC
because it was just so frustrating, bro. Frustrating.
NYCFC got the chip, dude. Why you jumping off bridges? NYCFC, MLS champions. We're okay. We're grounded. We're okay. We're alive.
Okay, look, I know they won. Shout out to my boy Jordan Griffith, who covers that team, but hey, let me say something.
It's draft season, baby.
I'm beginning to like soccer. I'm beginning to like soccer because of Ted Lasso and my wife who played soccer and her brother. But dude, football and basketball are my two main cores right there. And watching both of my teams just go down bad yesterday, it's bothering me. But thankfully, I didn't have to watch both games yesterday. I caught the Knicks game, went to a wedding, got to cleanse the palate, Shout out to my boy Steve Stanton and his lovely wife Alana on their beautiful wedding yesterday. So I got to rid of the disgusting Knicks game. But then it only was to get me ready for today, because today I watched the Jets game. Right before this podcast, I watched the Jets game, and my God, what did I watch yesterday? Or today, I should even say. What happened? But before we get into that, man, how are you doing? How are you, John? What's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm good. And right before we start, I have issues with Ted Lasso. I'm glad you're on the soccer train. The soccer blood that runs in my family. I'm happy that you're finally coming on board. I go to the World Cup, the Euros. But I don't know about this Ted Lasso guy making fun of the Jets. But I digress. I had a similar yet opposite weekend from you. I had a 60th surprise birthday for a family member. So I was watching Red Zone and the Jets on my phone, and I missed the Knicks game. And it was just a packed day through and through yesterday. So I rewatched that today. And I'm honestly not sure which is worse, the Jets game or the Knicks game. I tend to think the Knicks game, just because when it comes to the Jets, man, I have no idea. I was screaming for about 20 minutes on Winning Picks Weekly, our podcast that go through the whole NFL slate. I was screaming here of our rapid reaction last week and on the Wednesday, Friday pod. Man, we stink. Why is it 5.5? This game should be 15.5. And lo and behold, it was. We got absolutely smacked all game. Shout out to Braxton Berrios, number one. My boy through and through. Shout out to Braden Mann, getting a lot of slack from everyone. He had a pretty good game, our punter. I know it's sad that I'm starting my punter. Shout out to Eddie Pinheiro, just taking on the kicking game. 3 for 3.
Yo,
he had 9 points yesterday.
The fact
he scored all our points. I'm kind of happy about that part. That's a little.
The fact that Jets fans in the stands yesterday, for however few there were cheering after the first field goal. You just felt the pain in that cheer. Just finally, someone can actually kick a field goal on this team.
I know, man. So sad. So shout out to him, and then also, shout out to CJ Mosley, dude, coming off and putting on a statement game after all that hoopla after the Eagles. I kind of gave him some slack because he didn't even practice this week. I was like, oh my goodness, he's going to talk all this hoopla, you're with us next year. Let's get this going. And then he doesn't practice. I was worried that he wasn't going to play. He shut me up. He killed that. I have to look at the score. I have to look at the box score because he was just all over the field. He ended up with 11 tackles, 17 total. It felt like he had 50 tackles. Honestly, he was in every single play. And so shout out to him and Elijah Riley, dude. Elijah Riley coming in his first game. Like he's a really fun story for the Jets coming off the Eagles practice squad. Just I mean, here it is. Like we're officially in or the Jets are officially eliminated from the playoffs. So we're officially in draft mode. Okay. It is now officially not about this year anymore. And I'm kind of happy about it, man. I'm happy to move on. Now it's time to find people like Elijah Riley and evaluate players like Goudry who did okay. You know, I don't know how you are coming off just watching this game and having to do this. I was thanking God that we didn't have to do a podcast yesterday after this game because, dude, once I saw Zach Wilson slide, I couldn't do it anymore. I lost it. I couldn't do it. I was going nuts.
Yeah, he could have kept going, which is what was really irritating. He could have kept
That's
going.
what I'm so mad about.
Like absolutely kept.
I lost all confidence after that.
Yo, there was a blocker right there. There was a
James
blocker
Crowder
right
was
there.
right there. James Crowder was right there. He was wide open, and then he celebrated. I was like, "Come on, bro! It's just like typical Jets."
Do you know what's even worse? Is that he hesitated on the last play of the game where he could have ran it in for a touchdown. I was like, why are you looking? You are already going for it.
Because what's the point?
Go for it.
About in his head. He's like, what's the point?
He's too. These are just. These are just. I mean, possibly, but these are just rookie things. Man.
I think he's literally thinking in his brain, why would I break my leg when we're about to be out of the playoffs? Like, why would I risk that?
I guess. I mean, look. I think he's just in his head, man. I think this is just. Just to translate to whether it was like Obi Toppin last season or even watching Julius Randle this year, he's just in his head, man. He's overthinking it, not just going with it. We keep watching Zach Wilson underthrowing, overthrowing. Granted, there were wide receivers yesterday who couldn't even get separation. Keelan Cole, Denzel Mims, that is a guy who I have no idea what he's doing on this team. Absolutely. We had was it two penalties on him because of lining up improperly on the line? Like what? Dude, this is where Denzel Mims is a whole case study. That's a whole case study that we can get into. But Zach Wilson, just to keep it on track, underthrowing, overthrowing. The dude has such a strong arm. He's able to maneuver pretty well in the pocket and outside of the pocket. But the layups, man, like these layup passes, these swing passes, check downs, like he had Ryan Griffin wide open, and like I forget which defensive end was just coming at him. He had Ryan Griffin wide open for a first down, and he underthrows it. That's an easy throw. We saw Taysom Hill do the same throw during the game. It's like, all right, wait, just wait. No, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, if Taysom Hill can freaking do this, like, he could do this? The man's like Tim Tebow 2.0, like a little bit better than that. You know what I mean? Zach Wilson, who has his cannon, who can connect deep, can't make the easy 10-yard pass, like just float it over the guy's head. This is irritating. I get that he's a rookie. We're seeing these issues come up. Probably worst. It was definitely the worst game for him passing wise, outside of the 4 interception game. But man, it is rough, dude. Like, I get it. You don't have your 4 top offensive players. Yeah. No, like you don't have Michael Carter. You don't even have Tevin Coleman, who's behind him, who helped last game. You don't have Corey Davis. Dude. You don't have Elijah Moore. Stop, man. Just stop. Those
I'm not Ty Johnson drops really hurt me, dude. How did he drop all those catches, dude?
Dude, in the beginning too, like they're in his hands, like in the breadbasket. And I get it. You don't have your guys, but even when you don't have your guys, the easy ones where guys are wide open, you got to connect. Like that's on him.
Can I tell you a little secret? Can I tell you something I'm ashamed to say? I like DJ Montgomery. Sorry to say. I like watching him play. He's so fun to watch.
I mean, I have nothing against. I mean, he's a rookie, so once he's
Yeah,
out there
he's so fun
trying to figure it
watch.
out. This is his first. This is his first start, so he's trying to figure it out. You know,
He's fun to watch. I mean, just because we're on the wide receivers, let's just stick here. I like what I saw from DJ Montgomery. Obviously, I love Braxton Berrios. Jameson Crowder's obviously not coming back next year. Vincent Smith, I feel like him and Denzel Mims are gone also. Griffin's gone. I mean, you're totally right. There's nobody left. All his guys are gone, and subsequently, there's also no guys at all. What's the receiving core of Braxton Berrios, Ty Johnson, DJ Montgomery, Ryan Griffin, Keenan Cole? Like that's our leaders right there. Jameson Crowder is coming in third, dead last in catches and yards.
I need first of all, I need a petition to change Jameson Crowder's middle name to be Security Blanket. Because this should be Jameson Security Blanket Crowder, because this man just catches everything, no matter who it is. Underneath route, he's got you. Like legit, he's got you. No matter how bad the throw is, he's got you.
Dude, I can't wait to see him next year with a real team contending on primetime games. He's gonna be so fun to watch. I'm picking him up in all my fantasy leagues next year because he's gonna kill on whatever team he goes to. But that's neither here nor there. That's gonna be a look, another guy that leaves the Jets that does well. I mean, the last wide receiver that left, Robbie Anderson, he's leading the league in drops. So I don't think it's us. I think we just need to get Elijah Moore healthy. I think Braxton Berrios is going to be here for a while. Mm-hmm. Michael Carter is going to be nice, but we definitely need a number one, man. Corey Davis is a number two. That's fine. Maybe more like a number 2/3. We need a number one wide receiver. And I'm thinking like this because we're on to next year. I know everyone wants to hear about the Saints-Jets game. What do you want to know? Zach Wilson went 19 for 42 and he slid when he could have ran for like a 60-yard touchdown. And then he celebrated. Like that's how this game went. His QBR was 19 out of 100 on like the ESPN QBR. 19, man. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to say. Especially when it comes to this offense. I mean, Bryce Hall got cut up. I still love him. That's my only take on the defense. Goodry was still kind of meh. I think honestly, Michael Carter is our guy there. We need a number one corner. We need a number one wide receiver. We need tight ends. I like Elijah Riley. Q Will got hurt. I wonder if he's going to sit out the rest of the year.
No, he said he's so it was through ESPN today where he's going to meet with doctors to try to manage the pain. He wants to finish this season strong, so he's not looking to sit out.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that. Oh, speaking of wide receivers, a little off the rails, but very relevant to the Jets. Remember Josh Bellamy, the wide receiver that we signed last year?
Yeah,
the guy that took off for COVID reasons because he's a doctor. Well, guess what?
Oh, Josh Dotson.
I thought that was Bellamy. Oh, well, Bellamy got arrested today for fraud.
Yeah, no, it was
Doxson's a doctor. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dr. Doxson?
Yeah, Dr. Doxson.
Oh, okay. Bellamy got indicted for fraud today. So that's
great.
Nice. Nice little Adam Gase sprinkle.
Just what we need. Always a good showing.
But we're 3-10. We got smacked by the Taysom Hill Saints. Kamara ran all over us as usual. I mean, what else is there to say?
As we called, man. Swing passes. Right. The game was rough, man. I'll say that, and just to clarify, DJ Montgomery,
we made him fumble twice. That's the stuff that encourages me. You know what I mean? We played okay on defense. I know it's 30-9. I know we couldn't stop a nosebleed, but for what it's worth, we played okay.
Yeah, no, the defense played better. But before I get into the defense, just want to clarify that DJ Montgomery didn't get a start. He got his. It was just his first game to play in. Not saying that's what I meant. No. I said so. I just wanted to clarify that up. That's why
I was hyped. I was hyped. He got the bump over, kind of over Vincent Smith. You know
as
what
he
I mean? Like,
should.
I mean, him, Vincent Smith, and Mims are kind of in the same boat when it comes to depth chart, and I'm hyped that
I
he really got the brunt of it. He tied the targets with James and Crowder.
Yeah. Look, Jameson Crowder leads this team with 72%,
I love
72,
him. I love him so
73%
much.
really catch percentage. All right. And he leads, I think he's leading the team. No, Corey Davis who's leading the team? No, actually it's Jameson Crowder.
It
Jameson
has to
Crowder
be
leads the team in
Crowder, man. He
receptions.
doesn't
Yeah.
even have to play, and he's going to lead
Yeah.
everything. I'm
And
sure Moore's
targets and receptions.
is
Jameson
Moore leading us
Crowder.
in touchdowns and
70
in receiving touchdowns. I'm pretty sure he
in
does.
receiving touchdowns. It is Corey Davis.
Oh wow.
No, Elijah Moore by one. Sorry.
Yeah, it
Elijah
is
Moore by
Elijah
one.
Moore.
Five.
Yeah,
Five.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's got 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for. I know no one wants to hear this, but I'm ready for the draft. We're 3-10. It's over. We still have the Jaguars on the schedule, though. I do want to beat them. I don't care. I don't care. I want to beat the Jaguars. I hate the Jaguars. I hate Urban Meyer. I hate Trevor Lawrence. I hate that nobody's talking about how they're a dumpster fire, that they drafted a first round running back and he's injured too. Like I can't stand the leniency for the Jaguars, and if the Jets sneeze wrong, like
Dude,
we
they
get
need
obliterated.
well, the Jaguars need fans, okay? The Jets have fans. So look, they don't want to if they attack the Jaguars, if they attack the Jets,
Listen, man, they
you're
made
just
the
turning off so many
playoffs
fans.
with the Jets are leading the league right now, 10 years without a playoff. Is it 11
Right.
years now, technically? So, I mean, we lead the league. We're the worst. And it's just going to be like that until we figure this stuff out. I mean, I'm happy Gerard Davis got to play. I think he's going to be a Jet next year. I love Bryce Hall. I know he got embarrassed, and I think that's going to make him better. I mean, it's just like he got dunked on. You know what I mean? It's just 2 points. Kamara is going to score anyway. It's not a big deal. I hope he bounces back from that.
Yeah.
Eccles played okay.
Well,
I don't think Fadokasi is going to make this team, but I hope so. He hasn't been impressing me, man. But that's really what I got on this Jets team, dude. I mean, shout out to Shaq Lawson. Another like sack or getting to the quarterback. I don't know what they counted. That's probably a half. But he got, I mean, a guy who we got for nothing. Shout out to that. I hope he stays on the team next year. We have a really solid D line. And if we just get a linebacker to go with CJ Mosley, if CJ Mosley is this dominant, and we get like a real linebacker, Alex, and we get like a real safety, and maybe even a second edge rusher to go with Carl Lawson, I mean, that would be sick. It makes me absolutely sick to my stomach how well Trey Hendrickson is doing. Makes me absolutely sick. Like, it makes me want to throw up. He gets a sack every single game. It's unbelievable. He's killing it for the Bengals. So I just need our players to be healthy for next year. I'm already looking forward to a big deal. I think we can make a huge jump.
This year was just horrible, man. Especially on the defensive side to begin with all the injuries that we just saw for this team, man. This team really went through the gauntlet with injuries. It was tough just to even get any sense of rhythm, whether it was Zach Wilson, whether it's been Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, CJ Mosley, Carl Lawson, Vinny Curry, you name it. Like, we went down we can go down the entire line of every position that has dealt with injuries this season. Michael Carter. Like, it's rough, man. You say it's tough out here. It is tough out here being a Jets fan. This year has been tough. But to give kudos to what I want to say, like, the defense didn't play that bad. The offense was just worse. They couldn't stay on the field to really move the ball that much. It was just, this is what happens when you don't have complimentary football. Actually, if you want to talk about, I know we trashed that article last week by the Post, but this has actually been the perfect time to actually talk about that. If you really want it, you just had to wait one more week, and it would have made a little bit more sense. But look, this is a game where we didn't get the offense to help out the defense. Complimentary football for this team seems to be passing each other through and through. 1 week it's the offense that's clicking, another week it's the defense that's clicking, and it's never
Special
at the
teams
same
clicked
time.
this week. Special teams really clicked this week. Braden Mann, and I mean, they win. They definitely win. We covered everything fine. Thank God. It was the first week I didn't want to like go absolutely nuts, pull out whatever is left of my hair, whatever is left of just pull out every day of my body watching special teams. But it was fun. Shout out to Double D. I love Demario Davis. I love watching. I miss that guy.
I wish we still had him, man. We did. He came back to us and we let him go again. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. But since we're on the topic of linebackers, just got to note this: 118 tackles this season as of right now for CJ Mosley, which is the seventh best in the NFL this season.
Let's go.
So CJ Mosley putting that work in out here. We know that we know that he hasn't been perfect this entire season, but it's hard to be good when you're trying to make up for everybody else who hasn't been able to play up to snuff. So shout out to CJ Mosley for such a good season so far. But look, man, we know what it is with this team. We know what it is. I have to get into this, man, because it's really irritating a little bit daylight time to me. Denzel Mims, I have no idea what this guy's doing. Like, absolutely. Like I will say I won't speak for you, but I was making the case that he should have gotten some time over. Who was it? Who were we missing? I think we were missing Elijah Moore in the beginning.
It was over Crowder, bro.
And Crowder, thank you. It was over Crowder in the beginning of the season.
People are nuts.
Where is he?
People are nuts. On Denzel Mims over Crowder in an NFL football game. You guys are all insane.
No. Well, the thing is, like, if Crowder, whoever was missing at the beginning of the season, is like, let him get some running time. Let's see what he's got. Right?
No, he's got nothing.
And now you see why the coaches aren't even playing him between these ladder drills that look like I don't even know what you're doing.
That was a funny ladder drill that you showed me.
That I don't even know what you're doing, bro. Just come on, man. At least put some effort into it. Like, that looks like you're just tiptoeing through the roses. Like, what are we doing? And then to mess up in formation, like, bro, you're in the wide receiver. You watch this. You're part of this team. What is going on?
No, Mims is done.
It's week 14. It is week 14. How are you
traded, hopefully?
How do you not know where to line up? How?
That's honestly, I was actually talking about it this weekend. It happened a lot this past week of football. A lot of not set wide receivers in the motion. A lot of players down, ineligible player downfield. Like, what's going on? Like, those are like the most inexcusable penalties. Like, holdings, whatever. Like, roughing, okay. Even out of bounds, like, I get it. Like, it's dumb, but I get it. Even the taunting is like, I kind of understand, but the not being set, it drives me nuts. Or like going downfield on a screen drives me nuts.
Yeah, but the thing is, for Mims though, it was back-to-back plays.
I know.
Back-to-back plays.
It's crazy.
Back-to-back plays. What are we doing, bro? Like, you were in
back-to-back.
Like, yeah, back-to-back. Yeah, exactly. Dude, it is aggravating. Like, what are you doing? Like, actually, like, what are you doing? Like, this is the stuff. You're getting an opportunity to go out there and show that you can play at the NFL level. You've been getting not even slandered. You've been getting slashed throughout the entire season. Like, he needs to learn more. He needs to do this. He needs to show improvement. It's week 14. We could have showed your coaches that you made improvement, and not once, twice on back-to-back plays. It's just irritating, bro. It really just, because not only is it irritating from just a coaching perspective and a player's perspective and an opportunity perspective, but this is the dreaded second pick for the New York Jets again. And I won't say again because Elijah Moore is going to be good.
Elijah Moore. I think Elijah Moore is finally the one that broke the camel's back on the second round.
Yeah, but there was so much hope because, once again, Denzel Mims missed a lot of last season to injury. And then we saw some spectacular catches. We're like, this dude's catch radius is insane.
He was a beast in college.
Yeah, but what is going on, dude? It's just confusing, man. No, it's frustrating.
He's Stephen Hill. It's not confusing. He's Stephen Hill. Does that make sense now? Okay, good.
Stop. Stephen Hill has bricks for hands. Okay, Denzel Mims.
He's Stephen Hill. When you finally realize, come circle back, you'll be like, damn, I didn't see that coming. I
got a question though.
He's gonna go to another team. He's gonna get traded to another team. He's gonna get an opportunity. He's gonna have one or two catches, and then he's gonna fall out.
I got a question for you though. Stephen Hill, Nerlens Noel. If they both give a high five, do bricks break?
I don't know. I don't know. If they look at each other's elbows, I think they'll be good. Got another elbow trick. But I'm going to let you go on this last question. Zach Wilson. That's the
What
question.
about him?
That's it. To be or not to be. That is the question.
Dude, it's frustrating. It's frustrating watching Zach Wilson. I think it's a rookie. I think we're watching, like I said last episode, I think he needs this offseason to really get into a groove, to figure things out. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, just being inexperienced at an NFL level and playing at BYU, where most of his stuff was done outside of the pocket and just throwing it deep all the time. Granted, that does not excuse him for not being able to throw 5 to 10 yard layups, like easy passes. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for the first season. It's just I'm just so confused. I'm just so confused about this team, honestly. But to keep it,
we're rookies, bro. We're rebuilding. We just talked about it last week. We're on year one of the rebuild.
I know it's just, but the stuff is, I get that we're rookies, but there's just some things that you just got to be able to do, man, at a basic level. At a basic level, making the 5-yard, 10-yard passes has to be done. You know what I mean?
Slide when you have an open touchdown.
Yeah, don't slide when you have an open run where you got Jamison Crowder blocking for you and you can easily get down the field. But regardless, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give him more time so he can get his footing in the NFL. We've seen guys who struggle for the first year and then come around later on. It's very rare to get someone like Russell Wilson. It's very rare to get someone who just comes into this league and starts tearing it up. That's the very few, and if we look at all the other rookies around the league, who else is really succeeding? We can talk about Mac Jones, but Mac Jones is also on the New England Patriots with Bill Belichick, one of the greatest head coaches, on a very good team where shockingly, Bill Belichick just invested a lot of money in. To give some
Parsons. Remember that guy? He's okay.
It's all right.
Rashawn Slater, pretty good. Turned out all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Javonte Williams, pretty good.
Dude, but this is what I'm saying. Like, the Patriots, like, they also signed guys and they had guys in key positions to help them too. You know what I mean? That's not the same for the Jets. We look at this roster up and down. Seriously, look at this roster up and down. Besides the offensive line, where we have some consistency.
It's just annoying because we could have Trey Smith, but whatever.
Yeah. But let's look, outside of Jamison Crowder, who we've had on this team, right? You could talk about Ryan Griffin, although I don't really want to think about Ryan Griffin as like that type of veteran, but he's been here. You also have George Font, who's been here. Connor McGovern.
He's gonna be gone. McGovern's
yeah, but I'm just like there's your guys who've been here. And I would say Mekhi Becton, but he hasn't even played.
He hasn't been here.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the extent of all the returners, like the returning starters. And then if you want to go to the other side, defense has more, obviously, but we're also without our top signings too. So what could we do?
Listen, we're gonna have the same excuse beginning next year already. That's what's annoying. It's gonna be next year. We're gonna have a new center, a new right guard, maybe a new right tackle, maybe definitely another running back with Michael Carter. We're gonna have another wide receiver for him to figure it out with. The depth is gonna be different on the bottom of the wide receiver chart. We're gonna have a new tight end, and so it's gonna be the same story for the first 4 games next year. So that's what I'm hoping, that he just works on his stuff. And if he doesn't want to get injured, I get it. But I just think it does something different to the team, man. It does something different when you run for 60 yards and a touchdown rather than 18 yards and slide. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
agree.
Just really annoyed by that play. I can't get over it. I'm not over it.
I
need a new game. I need a new game to me. I can't get over it.
I get you. But, we said this earlier in the season too. This is a dumpster fire that has now been hosed. And now we can actually start working on this damn thing. This is the true beginning of the rebuild. We had that discussion last week. We're now seeing all these draft picks come into place. Granted, this year we had just a lot of injuries, unfortunately, to help this team. And we talked about it when we had Richie on the show at the beginning. saying we need that defense to be intact together so that we can kind of mask how bad the offense is and keep them in games so that way Zach Wilson doesn't have all that pressure, because now he has that pressure, right? He has to have that pressure to keep these teams in games, and he's just not that guy yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not the guy to do that. It'll take time for him to be that type of quarterback. So we're just at the beginning of rebuild. Next year is going to be rough too. Hopefully it's just slightly better and not this rough. But
I feel you, man.
What, man?
It's tough out here.
That's all it is. It is tough out here, right?
I know.
It's tough out here.
Sucks. It really sucks. Like, and we're gonna get smacked by the Dolphins next week. It sucks. But I am looking forward to the Jaguars game. Thank God I'm not gonna be on this continent, but we better beat them. We better beat them. We better beat the Jaguars. I don't care. They're playing the Texans this week. One of them is gonna have to lose. I want to beat the Jaguars next week.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Oh man. I think that's it, man.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. You know what? Shout out to all of our listeners, man, and thank you guys for hanging in with us.
Sorry that the Jets suck.
Yeah, sorry for the Jets. Also, appreciate you guys for being understanding. Sent out a tweet. We're recording on Monday because we were busy yesterday. Thank you for being patient with us, so you can get this rapid reaction a day later. But don't worry, you'll get the
not
Knicks.
So rapid. It's still a reaction.
It's still a reaction. It's not so rapid, but it's still a reaction nonetheless. And don't worry, you'll get the Knicks and the Jets pods on their proper drop dates, which is Wednesdays and Fridays. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being such awesome listeners, awesome supporters of this podcast. We truly appreciate it. And we hope that you guys appreciate us by giving us that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and leaving a comment that helps us out oh so greatly. And if you don't listen, it's okay. Subscribe to on Spotify, Play, Amazon Alexa, Stitcher, you name it. We're at all those locations. We are there. Also, we're on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Okay. Knicks, Jets, etc. period. Knicks, Jets, etc. Like this podcast. All right. Hit that subscribe button. Go watch the videos. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when new episodes drop. And while you're there, check out Winning Picks Weekly. All right. Video producer Greg, John, my boy right here. Greg's my boy too. Don't worry, Greg. Even though you got some unlimited hate for Russell Wilson, but
let's go.
These guys do great work. Are going over the odds for each week in the NFL. NBA is coming soon. Greg, I do have a question for you as we're wrapping up here. Why do you have this inclination to bet on the Bears, the Jets, and the Jaguars? And you like taking what is going on here? What is happening? What's happening?
Bears almost covered last night.
Oh my God.
Whatever it was.
So we can't trust Greg on the Falcons. We can't trust Greg on the Falcons. We can't trust John on the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we'll bring it up this week on Winning Pick Weekly, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't got a single Atlanta game right all year. So I told you week 1, and I've been true to that. If you've been fading me all season, you're making money. I'm happy for you. I can't make money, but I'm happy you guys are. So give us a like, give us a follow.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, did the Eagles and the Falcons play this year?
This week?
No, did they play this year? Did they play at all?
Did they play each other? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I can't wait for that one. I cannot wait for that one where you guys have to choose. I want that one. I want to know the best between you two. Guys, definitely check out Winning Picks Weekly.
They did play. The Eagles won 32-6. Week 2.
Who took who? Do we remember?
I don't remember.
I want you guys to bring that up on the pod. I need to know who. I need to know. But guys, make sure to check out Winning Picks Weekly. These guys do an awesome job. And last, but certainly not least, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Gotta get back out in the TikTok game, but we're all at those locations. Make sure to interact with us.
Breaking news.
We got stuff. Oh, what's the breaking news?
We both had Philly, and I had Philly money line. Philly were 3.5 dogs.
Woo!
Is that the game? Is that the right game?
Wow.
Are they dogs? I don't know. We're off the rails.
It's great.
We'll get it for Winning Picks Weekly. But make sure to catch Alex on Knicks Fan TV, holding that back. My editor of Knicks Fan TV, holding that back.
Let's go. You know what it is. And make sure to check out all of our content over the place. You can find John at the Jet Press. All right. You can find John on Winning Picks Weekly. You can find Greg on Winning Picks Weekly. Find Raisi's content. All right. Support our boy on Twitch, DJ Charlie Brown. Okay. Support all of our guys, man. We're out here hustling. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. We'll catch you later this week for another Knicks episode and Jets episode. We out.
Let's go, Jets. To the draft.